Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Welcome. So today we're doing a daily vibration for January 31st, 2020. The month is completed. Like today's the last day of January. We are now stepping into February. We are still in Aquarius season. So this is a season of knowing, okay? Even if you can't put it or explain it and like combine the words together to have people to understand, that's not what it's about in Aquarius season. In Aquarius season, it is all about knowing, okay? Now, keep in mind also, my loves, that we are actually doing a full moon meditation. Is it a full moon meditation on February 9th? And I also think that's when Mercury goes into retrograde, if I'm not mistaken. So don't quote me on the Mercury retrograde, but we're doing the full moon meditation on February 9th, so you guys can join us, okay? It's going to be via a donation of $20. Make sure you check out the description box below if you're tuning in via YouTube. If you are tuning in via my podcast, I will make sure that I have that information at the end of the segment, okay? So you want to pin that full moon meditation on February 9th. We'll be doing some Reiki energy healing also in that meditation, okay? Also these daily vibrations, they're uploaded every day at 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so you guys can definitely check them out on my podcast as well. Links in the description box below via YouTube, and if you are streaming, you can find me on any major podcast stream, okay? Now, what else? Am I missing anything? It's Paid Forward Fridays, my love. Join us on Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. On my channel, it is also the number 4, Your Inner Voice. You can find me that way on YouTube, where we do a collective poll and then we jump into the chat and answer questions. We have a great community and we have a lot of fun, okay? And you guys can definitely go on and subscribe on YouTube. Hit that notification button because I do go live randomly now. That's my new thing, you know. We're detoxing. That was one of the things on my list that I was going to step up my social media game. So super excited to just be here with each and every one of you today that actually took the time out to either listen to the video via YouTube or stream via my podcast. Today, we are vibrating on the number 9. It is January 31st, 2020. We're vibrating on the number 9. Now, before I begin any breakdown of the day, one of the things that I do like to start with is talking about your intuition and the intuitive energy that is available to all of us, okay? Whether or not you choose to operate with the energy, you choose to interact with the energy, it's your choice, but your intuition and intuitive energy is available to you all day, every day, okay? Now, so intuition or intuitive energy is in the atmosphere today. We do have the energy of things coming into completion today, okay? Communication is going to be key for some of you today, as well as we're vibrating on higher perspectives today. So you want to think outside of the box. You want to definitely tap into your higher self today. Just pay attention to your triggers today, okay? In particular, you want to pay attention to your emotional triggers, okay? Learning to say no is going to be important for some of you today, especially if you are a sycophant. If you find out that you've been a sycophant, okay? That's a yes man, or you the yes person. Okay, that's all. Everything is yes, right? Nobody wants to be a sycophant, okay? You need to learn to ground. You need to learn to ground yourself, right? And learning how to say no can be challenging at times, especially when others are used to you always being there and always saying yes, okay? Self-love is going to be key today, all right? Forgiveness is going to be key today, as well as divine wisdom. I do want to hone in on forgiveness. So today we're talking about forgiveness, okay? Today we're talking about forgiveness. So lower vibrational end of the number 9 is disconnection. You can feel disconnected from others, disconnected from things. You just don't feel plugged in today. That energy is in the atmosphere also, as well as lack of focus and lack of concentration. Some people can definitely feel a little spacey today. Some people can feel like they don't want to even do shit today. Like, I don't even want to think today. It's just too heavy, too much. Don't even want to be bothered today, okay? So that energy is in the atmosphere today. You want to definitely pay attention to that. You want to be mindful of that energy because it's there, right? So just be mindful of that energy, right? Now, let's talk about forgiveness and unforgiveness for a few minutes here before we jump into your wisdoms, okay? So if we are talking about forgiveness let me just start off by saying it's not for anyone outside of really your growth, right? And really you being able to um what's the word, expand past being stuck in your pain. Okay, so forgiveness has nothing to do with you thinking you've allowed someone to get away with something, or you've allowed someone to treat you poorly, right? Forgiveness is so that you can do the emotional healing work that needs to be done so you can move forward. This is so you don't get stuck in pain, in disappointment, in grief, in anxiety. Okay, so forgiveness is for you, my love. It's not, it has nothing to do with the other person. Forgiveness is so you can move forward and you can live your best life. All right, when you are dealing with unforgiveness, you can become very rigid, you can become very cold. And when you're living with unforgiveness, you can create a whole bunch of boundaries, right? And healthy boundaries are good, but sometimes when you create boundaries and you put walls up, when you put a wall up, nothing can go out and nothing can come in, right? So unforgiveness just holds all of the pain in, all of the disappointment in, all of the anxiety in, and it doesn't allow you to let anything out. So there's no healing coming forward. There's no progression. There's no growth taking place. Okay. So the question is simple today, right? Are you living in a space of forgiveness, or are you still operating in unforgiveness? Right now, let's just talk about let's just talk about the difference and how they can free you. Okay, now, forgiveness can free you where you are no longer trapped to think that you are worthy of being in a relationship where someone is cheating on you, or maybe emotionally or physically abusing you, or maybe someone is gaslighting you. And there's another one that what's the name was telling me about. I can't remember the name of that one now. But you're not in a relationship where you have limited to lower vibration aspects of relationship. Some things are not healthy. You're not dealing with someone that lies all of the time. You're not dealing with someone that don't want to spend time with you, but they just want to want your money. You're not dealing with all of those lower vibrational things, right? So unforgiveness will keep you in a place where you keep repeating a cycle because you have not released the pain. You have not released the disappointment. You have not released all of that negative, heavy, dense energy from that experience. And which can also mean that you may not have learned the lesson that you were supposed to learn. So what's going to happen with unforgiveness is going to bring you back to a different phase in a different relationship, but experiencing a lot of the similar experiences, right? Well, the not being worthy, right? The not affectionate, the not giving, the not caring, the cold, the, whatever it is that you feel like you don't want in a relationship, right? Right? The things that you feel like you don't want in a relationship, if you're holding on to unforgiveness, you have more of a chance of attracting those things because you have not fully released the energy or the energetic pattern of those experiences. Okay, so understand that. All right, now with forgiveness comes, all right, I made a mistake. You were an asshole for doing what you did to me. You were an asshole for even treating me the way you did, stealing from me, lying to me, whatever it is that they did. Like lesson learned though. Lesson learned. I got it. I learned the lesson. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to forgive myself. I'm going to forgive myself. And, even though you may not need forgiveness, or I may not feel right now that you deserve forgiveness, I'm still going to allow myself to forgive you so I can release myself. I'm no longer stuck in this energetic pattern of attracting assholes. All right, so think about it that way. Don't think about it from the perspective of someone getting away with something because you choose to forgive someone, right? Forgiveness is about you being able to free yourself, right? It's about you being able to free yourself so you can experience the things that you desire to experience and not the things you fear, okay? Because when you have unforgiveness, you have more of a chance of experiencing those experiences that you fear because you got a wall up. So nothing can come in and nothing can go out, and then you're just sitting in this cesspool of negative energy and regret and anxiety and doubt and fear and feeling unworthy and feeling unloved. Like we're not, no. New year. We're in a new timeline. We're not doing that anymore, right? Who wants to live their life like that? So we're definitely not doing that anymore, okay? So now that we're moving forward, right, in our progress, and as we're detoxing, and we're now at day 8 on this detox, okay? Now remember, represents new beginnings, and we're vibrating on 9 today. So this is a perfect combination, right? Today's the day of new beginnings, and we're vibrating on number 9 today, which is all about completion. Like, seriously. So the question that you want to ponder in your mind today is forgiveness versus unforgiveness. How are you living your life? How are you walking in your light? How are you tapping into your true self? Are you doing that by not listening to your shadow side and sitting up in a lot of anxiety and unforgiveness? Or are you paying attention to what your shadow side, aka your pain, your disappointments have to say to you, because they have messages, they have things to teach you, right? They have things to teach you that you can learn now and apply them in the next situation that you get into, so you don't have to keep repeating the same mistakes or the same lessons or the same experiences with a different person. Okay? So forgiveness versus unforgiveness, which one of the spectrum are you operating in? That's the question for today. Right? And that's important, because I keep telling you guys your heart chakra is your true compass, and this is how you manifest. Okay? So that's going to be important as you shift through the day. All right? So now we're going to go ahead and start doing the wisdoms for today. We're going to start off with Aquarius, because we're in Aquarius season. Happy birthday to all my Aquariuses. Okay. Once again, I'm laughing. Major shout out once again to the celebrity. The celebrity's birthday, I believe, was the 29th, which was, I even think I was late giving the celebrity a birthday shout out. I think I was a day late, y'all. Celebrity, I'm sorry. Wednesday the 29th was the celebrity's birthday, so major shout out to all Aquariuses, including the celebrity. Okay? All right, y'all. We starting off with Aquarius. Aquarius, your information today is creation. All right? Creation, right? Remember, pay attention today, my loves, to your intuition. You want to pay attention today also to your forgiveness walk. All right? You create from the place that you're feeling. You create from the place of your emotions. So you definitely want to watch your emotions today, because your emotions are how you manifest. Okay, my wonderful Aquarius. Libras, today you have the Hunger card popping up. Okay, and when the Hunger card pops up, this wolf just reminds me of being able to pay attention to your instincts. Okay, so today you want to pay attention to your instincts, my wonderful Libra. You want to follow your intuition today. Libra is a sign of balance and justice, so just pay attention not just to your logical side today, but be mindful of your intuitive side that wants to come in and be supportive also. Okay, I kind of feel like forgiveness is going to reign supreme along with self-love for you today, Libras. Okay. Geminis, today you guys are rocking with discernment. All right. Be mindful. Trust your intuition today. And it's like your first mind is usually your right mind, or the right, voice that you should go with. So you might want to just trust your first thought or your first intuition. Stop second doubting yourself is what I'm hearing today, Geminis. Okay. Water signs, starting off with Cancers, today you got focus coming into board. All right. That butterfly represents transformation, and it's sitting right on her third eye. So pay attention to your perception of things today, my wonderful Cancers. And love on yourself today is also what I'm hearing. Okay. Pisces, you have action popping up in your wisdom today. Some of you may have to take action today. Just remember that learning how to say no, Pisces, may be required today. Okay. Scorpios, and I don't know why this card reminds me of Scorpios anyway. You're dealing with extremes today. Just know that you can get through any situation. You've been through enough. You know how to move. You know what to do, all right? So you intuitively want to trust your gut if it gets too hot for you today. Remember to operate in self-love today also, Scorpios, all right? Just, remember to do that, okay? Earth signs, we're starting off with my wonderful Virgos. You guys have pleasure today. And I kind of feel like today you may have to find the pleasure in the little things, especially if you feel like you've been dealing with some heaviness lately. It's going to be important for you to definitely view things from a higher perspective. Communicate your true desires, not from a place of where you fear things, but what you desire to experience. Forgiveness is going to be key as you're doing this also, Virgos, but you're going to have to do it from a place of loving on you. Okay? Love on you. That is going to be key. That's going to be key, Virgos. Okay, so Taurus, your wisdom today is the void. Okay, when the void pops up, it usually asks you not to do anything, just to really listen. Okay, there's a lot of information that can be found in the void. Do you know that there's Do you know that there's also um, even within silence, there's still sound. There's still words being spoken in silence. You can still hear within silence. There's still whispers within silence, right? So there is no silence in silence. There is no silence in being silenced, because if you listen in the silence, there's lots to be heard. My wonderful, wonderful Taurus. Okay, so you may feel like you're in the void today. Try not to sign any paperwork or make any commitments if you're feeling like you're in the void and you're not quite sure what you want to do. Okay, don't say yes to any commitments that you know you may not be able to commit to. That's going to be important. Okay, Capricorns, today you have growth popping up. All right, my Capricorns, just remember to sit in a place of meditation. Ground yourself today. All right, there can be a lot of self-projection going on, Capricorn, so you guys want to remember to really I want to say think from a higher perspective, right? And operate in forgiveness as you move through your day today, Capricorns. Okay, there's levels to this shit, and some people may never change ever, and sometimes you got to love people from a distance. Okay, sometimes you got to forgive people that you may think don't warrant being forgiven. Okay, this walk is not about anybody else. This is really about you living your best life and growing and expanding. Okay, now fire signs, we're going to start off with my wonderful Leos and see exactly what your message is today. Leos, you have resilience. Okay, and this is asking you to push through whatever you feel like it may be difficult today, okay? It's asking you to push through whatever may be feeling difficult today. I want to say, Leos, definitely make sure that you're communicating clearly and not out of manipulation today. Make sure that you're operating with wisdom as well. I want to say, I don't know why compassion is coming up, Leos, okay? Or you may need someone to respond with compassion towards you today. So if you're feeling disconnected today, my wonderful Leos, just asking you just to be resilient and to push through things. Use divine wisdom today, okay, as divine timing may be orchestrated in your day, okay? All right, Sagittarius, your wisdom is fruitation, okay? Now, for Sagittarius, I hear whatever you dish out, please know is what you can get back. So you reap what you sow, Sagittarius, so just be mindful of that. Some of you have planted really good fruits, and you're going to start to see some of that coming into fruitation. So just be mindful what you do to somebody else, you can also manifest in your own life, all right? Operate in forgiveness today, Sagittarius, is what I'm hearing, all right? Aries, last but not least, your message is going to be change today, is your wisdom card, okay? Change is the one constant thing that is promised to us in this life, okay? So be mindful to embrace the change. Don't hold on too tight. Remember, if you put a wall up, nothing comes in and nothing gets out, all right? There's no growth in that, all right? So be open for the change that's coming in today. Be a little bit flexible if needed be. Operate in self-love and forgiveness today is also what I'm hearing from my wonderful Aries, okay? So today we're vibrating on the number 9. It's all about completion, being able to pay attention to your intuition. The question that we're pondering today, my love, is forgiveness versus unforgiveness, okay? And why forgiveness keeps you stuck is because unforgiveness keeps you stuck is because there's no exchange of energy flow. All right, that's how unforgiveness can keep you stuck. Forgiveness is not about allowing someone to get away with something. It's about being able to free yourself to live your best life. Okay. All right. So my lovelies, you guys can actually join us tonight. It's the 31st. We're going live tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. So you can come on and check us out. Or you can definitely circle back tomorrow and check out tomorrow's daily vibration. Make sure you check out the description box below on YouTube if you're tuning in via YouTube, so you guys can find out all of the specials for the month. Okay. As well, my lovelies, as uh the full moon information, so you guys can definitely find where you can make your donation if you want to be a part of that full moon meditation on February 9th. Okay, I love each and every one of you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in via YouTube. Make sure that you guys do something kind for yourself. Make sure you love yourself. Make sure you honor yourself. Okay, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's vibration. Bye, my loves.